of the body weight. It means local cattle needs 2 to 2.5 kg dry matter per day per 100 kg body weight. But for crossbred animals, the requirement is higher than local animals. If it is crossbred animals, in that case, dry matter requirement will be 2.5 to 3% of the body weight. That is 2.5 kg to 3 kg per 100 kg body weight. And this is also the requirement of dry matter for the buffaloes. In case of buffalo also, daily dry matter requirement will be 2.5 to 3 kg per 100 kg body weight. Okay, so these two figure you have to remember. And depending on the question pattern, you can answer it. And here, since it is crossbred, I am taking 2.5 kg per 100 kg body weight. And at this rate, if it is 400 kg body weight, the daily diameter requirement will be 10 kg. The daily diameter requirement will be 10 kg. And out of this 10 kg, 1/3 we have to provide in the form of concentrate mixture. 1/3 of the total requirement of dry matter we have to provide in the form of concentrate mixture. And in this case, it will be 3.5 kg approximately. And 2/3 of the total dry matter requirement we have to provide in the form of roughages. And here, for 400 kg body weight, it will be 6.5 kg approximately per day. And roughages, you know, there are two types of roughages: dry roughages and green roughages. Dry roughages means hay. It may be hay, it may be straw, it may be straw verse. And green roughages may be green grass, maybe tree fodder. So this way, you have to provide both dry as well as green roughages to the dairy animals, to the cattle and buffalo. And dry roughages should be 3/4 of the total roughage requirement. And here in this case, it is already calculated 4.9 kg. And green roughages requirement in this case will be 1.6 kg. And here, of course, depending on the green roughages, you can decrease the proportion of green roughages, or you have to increase the proportion of green roughages out of the total roughages requirement. If you have cereal fodders like maize fodder, if you have this one, the guinea grass, if you have Congo signal, these are the cereal fodders, cereal grass. In this case, dry matter requirement will be, green roughages requirement will be 1/3 of the total roughages requirement. And dry roughages requirement will be 2/3 of the total roughages requirement. Okay, but if it is legumes like maybe barsim, maybe oat, in that case, you can reduce to 1/4 of the total roughages requirement. And here, roughages, if we assume as legumes, in that case, it will be 1/4 of the total roughages requirement, and it will be 1.6 kg. And the roughages requirement will be 4.9 kg. I think this is clear to all of you, but you have to remember always, and many times actually students used to make mistake. And then you have to find out the total requirement of DCP and TDN on the basis of body weight, milk production, and milk fat percentage. And for this, you have to remember these values. Maintenance requirement of TDN and DCP per kg metabolic body weight. Live weight to the power 0.75 per kg metabolic body weight. These two value always you have to remember. TDN requirement, maintenance requirement of TDN, it is 34 gram per kg, not live weight, per kg metabolic body weight. And DCP requirement is 2.84 gram per kg metabolic body weight. 34 gram TDN and 2.84 gram DCP per kg metabolic body weight. And for milk production, requirement of TDN and DCP will be on the basis of fat corrected milk, not on the basis of total milk production. You have to convert the total milk production into fat corrected milk. Okay, and for that, of course, you have to remember this formula, how to calculate FCM, fat corrected milk. And here for milk production, TDN requirement will be 330 gram per liter of fat corrected milk, and the DCP requirement will be 55 gram per liter of fat corrected milk. And if you can remember these four values, this table, if you can remember, then very easily you'll be able to calculate the total requirement of DCP and TDN on the basis of body weight of the dairy animal and depending on the milk yield and milk fat percentage. Okay, so these four value always you remember. And of course, to calculate fat corrected milk, you have to remember this formula, 0.04 plus bracket 0.15 into fat percentage, make it close. And here means on the basis of fat percentage, the FCM, fat corrected milk, will be different. And here, why we have to calculate FCM? Because when you will see the fat percentage of the milk of dairy animals, you will see different values. Sometimes fat percentage may be 3.5. Sometimes fat percentage may be 3%. Sometimes fat percentage may be 4%. Sometimes 4.5. Sometimes 6. And sometimes it may go up to 7 also, depending on the milk production. When milk production is more, generally fat percentage decreases. And depending on the feeding pattern also, if you provide more roughages, if you provide more grains to the dairy animals, in that case also fat percentage increases. And this is the reason actually, like in case of farm rearing animals, fat percentage in milk will be lesser than that of the dairy cow, which are reared in village conditions, providing enough green fooders. So accordingly, requirement of energy as well as requirement of protein will be different. Of course, fat, since it is direct, it is directly related with energy. So definitely TDN percentage will be TDN per TD requirement. That means TDN requirement will be definitely different depending on the fat percentage in milk, besides the quantity of milk produced by the animal. And another formula, it is of course optional. Like if you calculate fat corrected milk, in that case, you'll be able to calculate DCP requirement also. Okay, you'll be able to calculate DCP requirement also. But there is another formula for calculating DCP requirement on the basis of fat percentage. So here what you have to do, here you can calculate by using this formula, you can calculate approximate protein percentage in milk on the basis of fat percentage. Okay, this is the formula. So after that, when you get the protein percentage in milk, okay, depending on the quantity of protein which is present in the milk, that means depending on the drainage of protein through milk, you will be able to calculate the requirement of DCP. And here you have to consider efficiency of utilization of dietary protein for milk production as 65%, 60 to 65% that you can consider. Okay, and after that you'll be able to calculate the requirement of DCP. It means first it will be protein, and then depending on the efficiency ratio, that means efficiency percentage, efficiency of utilization of dietary protein for milk production, you'll be able to calculate the DCP requirement. But if you do not do it also, then by only calculating the fat corrected milk, you'll be able to calculate both TDN and DCP percentage. And here I have already calculated. I think regarding this calculation I have already shown to you. So, but this is only revision. So I have already calculated the DCP and TDN requirement for maintenance and for milk production. And in this case, when the body weight will be 400 kg, milk production will be 10 liters, and fat percentage will be 4.5, then the total requirement of DCP will be 0.734 kg, or you can, in other words, you can say 734 gram, and TDN requirement will be 6.43 kg. So you can find out also you can find out these things. I mean, in details you can find out. You can calculate. First of all, you have to calculate the metabolic body weight, then fat corrected meal percentage, and after that you try to calculate whether it is this much or not. Okay, so these two things you must know while you will formulate balance ration for the dairy animals. Okay, first one is calculation of diameter requirement and partitioning, and after that calculation of DCP and TDN requirement. And this is very important, and in the field also, when you'll be in village, depending on the body weight of the animal and depending on the milk production and fat percentage, you'll be able to calculate their requirement. And after that, whatever the farmers is having for feeding to the animals, utilizing those feed ingredients, you'll be able to formulate an approximate ration for the dairy animals. So this is the objective of this lecture. Okay, so this is one example how to calculate the different quantities of different feed ingredients, so that it becomes a balanced ration for the dairy animals. So here, body weight of the cow is suppose 400 kg, 10 liters of milk is given by that cow, and fat percentage is 4.5%. And here, roughages the farmers is having is suppose wheat straw. This is dry roughage, cowpea fodder, green roughage, oat, green roughage, and maize. It is a cereal grain, groundnut cake, and gram sunni. Groundnut cake is what? It is an oil cake. It is a protein ingredient, and gram sunni also, it is a byproduct, and it is also a protein feed ingredient. Okay. Now, step 1 will be to find out the requirement of diameter, DCP, and TDN. It is already calculated. It is already calculated for 100 kg. This is the requirement, and this is the requirement of DCP and TDN. Okay. Therefore, I am writing like this. Diameter requirement 10 kg, DCP requirement 734 gram, and TDN requirement is 6.43 kg. After that, this is step 1. Step 2 will be to find out the amount of DCP and TDN that are consumed through roughages. So roughages, all of you know, roughages you have calculated, like maximum you can provide 4.9 kg diameter as dry roughages, maximum. And here in this case, what dry roughages you have wheat straw. 4.9 kg only you can provide. Okay, wheat straw. And then green roughages, how much? Green roughages 1.6 kg maximum, 1.6 kg maximum. So therefore here you can divide, of course, 1 kg this oat and 0.6 kg cowpea, depending on the availability. If farmers is having more cowpea than the oat, you can reverse it. Okay, depending on the availability with the farmer. Okay, since these values are fixed, already you have calculated. Therefore, in the second step, you can find out the quantity of DCP and TDN the animal will get through the roughages. So this is diameter. Okay, and these values are on diameter basis. Wheat straw, practically it does not contain any DCP. Of course, you will find 3 to 5% CP. CP and DCP, I think all of you know what is the difference between CP and DCP. So DCP value will be, of course, 0, but CP percentage you may get 3 to 5% in wheat straw. And TDN, of course, you will find TDN. I'm not talking about quality, but it is 48.9%. And if you cannot remember like this, 48.9, that if you cannot remember, if you write around approximately 50 also, nobody will be able to cut, or nobody will be able to cut it. Okay, so you can, but here I'm putting that exact value, 48.9% TDN. Because it is 100 kg, 100 kg diameter. So 48.9% TDN, 0% DCP, and in case of oat, 7.7% DCP and 72% TDN. In case of cowpea, 20.3% DCP and 62.2% TDN. So these nutritional composition you have to remember, of course. After that, calculation is simple. TDN will be 2.396 and DCP and TDN in case of oat will be 0.077 and 0.720. In case of cowpea, 0.122 and 0.373. So total quantity of DCP and TDN from the roughage sources will be 1.199 and 3.489. Okay, and here diameter percentage of dry and green roughages you can take as 90 and 30% respectively. Of course, it will vary, but you can assume as 90% in case of dry roughages and 30% in case of green roughages. Okay, approximately. Okay, and this value of course required while you will like give advice to the farmer that what quantity of this wheat straw green roughage he has to give to the dairy animals. So this is diameter, 4.9 diameter. If it is 4.9 kg diameter, in that case, if the diameter percentage is 90%, how much will be the quantity on SS basis? Okay, that you should be able to calculate. This is step number 2. Step number 3. So after that, like you have calculated that this is the quantity of DCP and TDN the animal will get from roughages. Then rest requirement of DCP and TDN should be provided by the concentrate mixture. So concentrate mixture we have to formulate in such a way that it provides the remaining requirement of DCP and TDN to the animal. So here I'm writing like this, to distribute 3.5 kg diameter among the various ingredients. This is 3.9 kg diameter means this is the total diameter from concentrate out of 10 kg. Among various ingredients of the concentrates in such a proportion that the balance 0.535 kg DCP and 2.94 kg TDN are supplied. So because of that, you have to now formulate, or you have to now change the quantity of different concentrate feeding. So here I'm doing like this. Maize total only 3.5 kg. Okay, you just remember only 3.5 kg. So that 3.5 kg you have to divide it among these 3 concentrate feed ingredients. So maize, it is a major feed ingredient. So maize it provides energy. So I'm here 1.5 kg, GNC 0.5 and gram sunni 1.5. Total it is 3.5. And here also you have to remember the nutritional composition of the different concentrate feed ingredients. In case of maize, DCP is 7%, TDN is 87.1%, GNC 49.1, 77, gram sunni 13.6, 87.5. So this value you have to remember. And then DCP and TDN already calculated. It is this much. So total requirement was how much should be provided by this concentrate mixture? 0.535. 0.535 is the requirement, but here you'll get 0.554. This higher. And TDN also requirement is 2.941, but you'll get 3.003. So this is the actual quantity. Actual means on fresh basis, depending on diameter of the ingredients. So here you can assume like 90% diameter. So on that basis, you can calculate the actual quantity of ingredient on fresh basis. And here also, this is on the basis of this and this. These are the fresh basis: 5.4 kg wheat straw, then 3.3 kg oat and oat fodder, oat grass, oat fodder, and cowpea fodder 2 kg. And in case of maize, 1.66, GNC 0.55, and gram sunni 1.66. So, like you have to tell to the farmers like this. Okay, if a farmer is asking that my body weight, my cow's body weight is 400 kg, it yield around 10 liters of milk per day, and fat percentage is 4.5 kg. And I have wheat straw, oat fodder, cowpea, maize, GNC, and gram sunni with me for feeding to the animal. So at what rate I will provide different feed ingredients. Okay. So to know that, you should know these things. You should know many things, and you have to calculate. After calculation, you can tell to the farmers that you provide wheat straw 5.4 kg per day. That means one day requirement. And oat fodder, you have to provide 3.3 kg. This is on SS. Cowpea 2 kg. Maize, GNC, and gram sunni. What the farmers can do, Farmers can measure 1.66 kg maize, 0.55 kg GNC, and 1.66 kg gram sunni. After that, he can mix these 3 ingredients together, and then he can provide to the animal, maybe twice or thrice in a day. And of course, in the concentrated mixture, this is the concentrated mixture, isn't it? 1.66 kg, 0.5 kg, 1.66 kg. So what he can do, instead of daily weighing the different concentrated feed ingredients for providing to the animals, he can prepare 100 kg ration. So this is like for one day, isn't it? This is for one day. So he can formulate 100 kg ration, and then in that 100 kg, he can add salt and mineral mixture at a rate of 1%. Okay, these are the values. These are the requirement of per day. These are the requirement of per day. Suppose he want to make 100 kg. So in 100 kg, like this is 1.66. He can multiply with 100. This is also he can multiply with 100. This is also he can multiply with 100. And after that, 1%, it means 1 kg mineral mixture and 1 kg salt he can include, and after that he can mix well, and that will be the concentrated mixture for the animal. So this way he can provide, or he can provide like this. So this is the calculation. So this assignment I have given to you, I think most of you I have already formulated. So, and this is also, I think, this is another one. Oh, this is another one. Assignments are at last. Okay. This is, I think, second question. Here, body weight is 450 kg, yielding 7 kg of milk, having 4.5% fat. But here, the cow is in advanced stage of pregnancy. That means the cow is pregnant. Although the cow is giving milk, but cow is pregnant. And the farmers is having these feed ingredients: food straw, oat, lucerne, maize, sesame cake means till oil cake, gram sunni, and rice bran. So for that, first of all, a dry matter requirement should be calculated, and after that, that should be partitioned into different categories of dry matter. It is how much will be provided in the form of rough phase, how much will be provided in the form of concentrate, and how much will be in the form of dry rough phase, and how much will be in the form of green rough phase. Okay. Then second step, you have to calculate DCP and TDN requirement. On first of all, you have to calculate fat corrected milk. You can calculate protein percentage also on the basis of fat percentage. After that, you have to means the quantity of DCP and TDN required for maintenance and required for milk production. So on the basis of those requirements, you can calculate the total requirement for maintenance and total requirement for milk production. That means here 7 kg milk having 4.5% fat. But since the animal is in advanced stage of pregnancy, some allowances should be included. So here, this value you can remember, like during pregnancy, if the animal is in advanced stage of pregnancy, means if the animal is in third trimester of pregnancy. In that case, only the animal will eat some extra nutrient. But during the first and second stage of pregnancy, that means during the initial stage of pregnancy, the animal does not require any extra nutrient, because during that time, growth of the fetus will be very, very less. Only 80% development of the fetus occurs during the third trimester of pregnancy. So during that period, of course, you have to provide some allowance to maintain growth of the fetus, development of the fetus. And this is the requirement of DCP and TDN, extra requirement of DCP and TDN. 700 gram TDN and 140 gram DCP. Total requirement will be 758 gram DCP and 6.45 kg TDN. This one also you please calculate elaborately. After that, under step 3, you have to calculate the quantity of DCP and TDN. You will get from rough phase sources, and different rough phase sources are like this. So 5.6, 1.9. How much DCP? You'll get 0.33 kg DCP and 3.580 kg TDN you will get from how much quantity? From 5.6 kg wheat straw, or in other words we can say 6.33 kg wheat straw, 3.33 kg oat and 3 kg lucerne. Okay. Then balance of DCP and TDN. For that, you have to formulate the concentrated mixture, and this way you can divide the quantity. Total is 3.75. This is the total diameter maximum. So you have to distribute among the different concentrate feed ingredients, and here, of course, depending on the requirement of DCP and TDN, these values, the quantity of different ingredients will change. And here I am putting 0.5 kg maize, 1 kg gram sunni, rice bran 1.5, and sesame cake 0.75. And requirement is 5.35, and this ingredient will provide 0.582. Requirement was 0.535, but will be provided by these ingredients 0.582. In case of TDN, requirement was 2.870, but these ingredients will provide 3.033 kg TDN. And these are the actual quantity of different concentrated feed ingredients. 0.55 kg maize, gram sunni 1.11, rice bran 2.22, and sesame cake 0.28. And you have to provide salt and mineral mixture at the rate of 1% of the concentrated mixture. So this way, very easily you can calculate the requirement of dairy animals. You can calculate the requirement of the DCP and TDN on the basis of body weight, milk yield, and milk production. You can calculate the diameter requirement on the basis of body weight, live weight of the animal, and then very easily you can formulate a total mix ration. So here this will be, as I told you, this will be the total mix ration. And here I am not showing this assignment. Here I am not showing, but here the quantity will be 6.33 kg wheat straw, 3.33 kg oat, 3 kg lucerne, plus 0.55 kg maize, 1.11 kg gram sunni, 2.22 kg rice bran, and 0.28 kg sesame cake. Okay, I think clear to all of you. This is only revision. So this will be required. This will be required later on. Okay, so I think most of you may have already computed these two lesson. This is of course for a body weight is only 250 kg. So this may be you can assume as a local cattle or crossbred, and this also 6% fat, and this is 350 means it may be crossbred, and 8 kg milk and 4% fat. I think all of you, most of you have already calculated, is not it? So I think now regarding formulation of ration for ruminant animal is clear to all of you.